collective. I hope you are feeling blessed and not stressed on this wonderful afternoon. It's your girl Bob. I'm back with another video. Today we are doing top 10 favorite Oracle decks, okay? These Oracle decks I have used for over 6 years. Love these decks. They're amazing, okay? They've transformed my life and my clients' lives, and I want to share them with you. So let's get into it, baby. Top 10, top 10, top, top, top 10, top 10, top 10, top, top, top 10. Yeah, top 10 favorite Oracle decks. Let's go. First up, Lumen Oracle deck, okay, the Threads of Fate Lumen Edition. Baby. Baby. This deck right here gets the girls going, okay? She gets me going, she gets me channeled, she gets me tapped in, okay? What I love about this deck is, one, I got this as a birthday gift, okay? Shout out to my Leos, okay? Shout out to my successful, bossy Leos. I got this for my birthday as a gift, and it was I want to say one of my first Oracle decks. Yes. I love this. This took a minute to get to me. The person that ordered it for me, they were like, bruh, it took like months, weeks. But anyways, the deck itself though, honey, let's get into it. The deck is so phenomenal. Look at this. Look at just all the detailing is beautiful. The creators of the deck are amazing. Shout out to them. They are two young ladies who are, excuse me, I don't want to say young ladies because I don't know their gender type, but they are the creators of the deck, Blair and Britt. Shout out to Blair and Britt. This deck is phenomenal. Okay, when I tell you, it's not like any Oracle deck that you will look. I just opened it and said, "Speak the truth, baby." The deck will tell ya. All right, the deck will tell ya. This deck is all about tapping into your intuition. One of my favorite things when I'm training my students for spiritual healing and reading Oracle cards or just channeling is start off with Oracle cards. A lot of people like to start off with tarot decks. That's great. Tarot has like a traditional standard definition, darling. Hi, babies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you are subscribed and you are a vibe. If you're a vibe, make sure you comment your zodiac sign below. Okay, we're just talking about Oracle decks. And if you have an Oracle deck, let me know. All right. So this, like I said, Oracle deck was life-changing for me when I got it. And I highly recommend if you're into spirituality and you want to learn, start with Oracle decks, okay? I believe someone should gift it to you. Hello, baby. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It should be gifted to you. And that, to me, is your sign that Spirit wants you to be reading cards. Because not everybody should be picking up a deck, okay? That's the truth, Ruth. So these cards are so phenomenal. They're beautiful. Let's get into them. Look at that. Beautiful. I just love how beautiful the deck is. Like me. Okay. And the detail. Everything is detailed in this deck. And so you have one image here and then you have another image on the back. So if you're clairvoyant like me, this really helps you to kind of channel and see beyond the veil. If you get me. Okay. All right. So that was my number one Oracle deck. Now, here, you want to know something? I do not use this for my readings. This is only for me, okay? I've also used this for, like, if I want to do an overall reading for the collective, for myself, you know, included, personally. Thank you, baby. Thank you guys so much for your compliments. You're so sweet. Gemini, shout out to the Geminis. I'm a Mars and Gemini. Hey, Okay, we got any Leos up in here? Any fire signs? Any fire signs? Any fire signs? Okay, any Pisces? Okay, all right, so that's one of my favorite decks. Next, below the surface oracle deck. This deck I purposely got for the beach. Yes, baby. I am a water baby, okay? I love the water. I'm a summer baby. I have a water moon. I'm a Scorpio moon, honey. And so I love the water, honey. Honey, I moved to Los Angeles for the water. For the water, darling. I came here so that I could get to the beach. No one told me, though, that the beach was so far. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. So this is the Below the Surface Oracle deck. This was created by Vanessa. She is thebomb.com. If you haven't checked her out on YouTube, she's on YouTube as well. She also created the tarot deck, the Pastel Tarot Journey, which made me want a tarot deck immediately. Okay. This comes with a guidebook. It comes with, this is the first ever Oracle deck that I have ever received that comes with a journal. A journal for you to jot down some notes as you're doing your readings. Personally, I don't really like to remember my readings, and I don't. I either like to, when I was first learning, I would jot them in like a digital notebook. But now that I trust my intuition, I barely pick up the cards, to be quite honest with y'all. Okay. So these cards are really fun. I'd say they're like beginner level. If you're someone who's looking to learn Oracle on a beginner level, this is great. These have numbers on them. I love Oracle decks that have numbers on them, that use colors, that use imagery, symbols, animals. Love, love, love that. This does all of it. And honey, I'm a sucker for holographic, honey. And just beautiful pastel colors. Love, love, love. Okay, if you're rocking with me, make sure you are subscribed. I just need to know if you really rocking with me. Okay, I just need to know that. Okay, if you're not rocking with me, you don't gotta subscribe. That's fine, boo. I said, baby, if you ain't rocking with me, that's fine. That's cute. But for the ones that's really doing it, baby, you're subscribing. Thank you for subscribing, baby. I appreciate your love and your support. Okay, I can't do it without you. Okay, I can't do it without y'all. All right, so this is an Oracle deck that I really like. It has sand in it because I literally only use it when I go to the beach. I love Oracle decks that, look, y'all, it's got sand in it. It is modeled after, it says I am true to myself. It is modeled after the ocean. So it teaches you a lot about different animals in the ocean, okay, different fishies and things. And look at the back of the cards, honey. Look at the back. Wait, can y'all see it? That is so long. Oh my goodness. So there's that. What's up next? Next is Work Your Light Oracle deck. Baby, this is one of my first Oracle decks that I received, probably second. Changed my trajectory, 100%. Rebecca Campbell is the truth. If you are someone who's really looking into an Oracle deck, I highly recommend any of Rebecca Campbell's decks. They are phenomenal. They're intuitive. They're beautiful. They're well written. Every Oracle deck comes with a book. That's what I love about getting an Oracle deck, is that you're getting 2 for 1. You're getting a spiritual tool, and you're also getting a book that helps you to see beyond your traditional or your understanding of the Oracle cards. Now, do I use all the traditional textbook definitions? No. Not at all. But when I'm channeling, it's nice to have that as knowledge. Okay, it's nice to know how the author intended for the card to be read. But baby, what I'm channeling is what I'm channeling. So the card could pull up an image of something that leads me on an entire storyline that resonates with my client. Baby, I think you can do whatever you want to do as long as you check in with God. Okay, that's the most important thing. That's what I love about these oracle cards, baby, is it gives me a wonderful opportunity to check in with God. And let's get into these cards. So it's modeled after the rose. Look at that, Akashic records, honey. Your guidance is divinely guided, period. So I think you should. These cards are super deep, great imagery, and they do not have numbers on them, but they have imagery and a little message at the bottom. Okay. Every time I pick up an oracle deck, I just tap in. You know, it's like it's always a message unfolding. It's such a beautiful thing to own an oracle deck. It really is. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Now, guys, you excited like me to show you this? If not, get excited. Get excited. This was my first oracle deck. My first ever oracle deck, babe. And it was gifted to me, okay, by someone, and I'm very, very, very grateful to them for gifting it to me and starting me off on my journey, because I wouldn't be able to bless so many people with my gifts if it wouldn't have started with that. It gave me so much courage, so much wisdom to carry the lineage that, you know, I didn't know that I had personally. So this is one of the first oracle decks that I ever got, and it is by none other than Rebecca Campbell. Okay, shout out to Rebecca Campbell. This is the Rose Oracle. I love roses. It is Venus Day. Okay, shout out to all the Venus and Libras out there, Venus and Tauruses, or just Libras and Tauruses. Okay, the Venusian energy is strong in me. Okay, and as someone who my Venus hits my ascendant, that energy is in everything I do, from fashion, style, to the way I talk, to even how I cook. This is the element of the Venusian energy, and one of the main energies is the element of the rose. And she talks about this in her book, but I want to give you a little insight on the deck. Each one of her cards goes into an oracle attunement. So I personally read this, but I don't really use this to attune my oracle decks. I like to use crystals. I used to use smoke clearing, but my decks let me know very honestly and truthfully, no. We don't like smoke. So I don't use smoke on my decks. And everything has energy in it. So these are a tool of energy. I always interview my tarot decks, not so much my oracle decks, but I like to, before I even pull a card, honey, I'm going to go through and look at every single card. I'm going to read the oracle deck guidebook, because it's very important to know your deck before you start pulling cards from it. You have to understand the energy of what you're pulling from before you start taking advice, okay? Because you might have an oracle deck that's too big for you, okay? You might be a little spiritual baby, and you need to slow down, okay? This is not for someone who's a spiritual baby. I'm just going to be honest. Personally, I started out the gate high ranked. I'm just going to be honest with you. Spirit put me in a very high spiritual rank, and it's because I've yearned for God since I was like 5 years old. So maybe younger. I have a deep relationship with spirit that goes beyond cards, that once I picked up these cards, it was very easy to just start talking. Okay, it was very easy. I also studied for almost 2 years spiritual symbolism. Okay, I have a communications degree, which I studied theories on different communications, symbolisms, and symbiotic symbols. So my background is in divine communication. Oh, my puppy is. It's okay. Yeah, good job. So this oracle deck is so beautiful for the divine feminines out there. You will love this. You will cherish this oracle deck. It's very beautiful. Oh, look at this protection, darling. Protection. Look, my baby was protecting me. Okay. Another amazing thing about this oracle box is you can use this part as a card holder. You see? Super cute. And if you're someone who likes to pull oracle cards every day, you can, definitely just leave it up on your mantle and things. Who's still rocking with me? All right. So, yes. And I do recommend, if you are someone who's looking for oracle decks, one of these pops out to you, go ahead and grab your oracle deck or ask someone to gift it to you if you want to do it the right way. And because I do believe that. And take some notes. Okay. I'm really telling you, because I'm one of the best readers out here. Okay. I don't need the cards. And so that's when you get to a level where you just, okay, that's where I want all my students to be at a level where they don't even need the cards. These are beautiful tools to get you there. And so I highly recommend doing 30 days where you practice pulling one card a day, and maybe leaving it up and just meditating on it, visualizing it, looking at the colors, looking at the imagery and the symbols, and I promise you, you're going to start getting some downloads. Okay. And make sure you're channeling from your highest self and not your lowest self. Okay. So clean aura, clean shower, making sure you're looking good, feeling good. Okay. Hi, baby. All right, let's move to our next deck. This deck, can we get personal? Okay. If you need a deck where you really need to protect your energy, okay, you've been dealing with some things, some frequencies, and you need to really channel your spiritual army, this is it. Okay. Baby, let me tell you something. This deck is phenomenal. This deck is the Sword of Light. It's the Archangel Michael deck. This deck got me through so many experiences where I was up against spiritual warfare and I won. Okay, and using this allowed me to be in my highest frequency and even see the possibility for me and even my clients. Okay, this I was able to look. It's popping out because I'm telling you, this deck it talks all the time. It channels Archangel Michael, which is the leader of the spiritual war, God's army. Look at that, 444, protected. Okay, protected, never neglected. Okay, Archangel Michael, be with me. This deck is phenomenal. One of my favorite decks, oracle decks, because it really allows you to just tap into spiritual divinity and take control of the circumstances and situation by guiding you through these circumstances that you may be going through or consulting the oracle deck for. So, for instance, if you're asking for deep intuition on something, it may consult you to pray, or it may say, angels of healing are with you. And Archangel Michael tends to pop up a lot. And it really allows you to kind of channel your highest frequency of love so that you can connect with your angels. And I love connecting with the archangels. They're powerful. We're more powerful than the archangels, so don't get it twisted. And because we are more powerful, we have more free will. We have free will. We have to ask for their help. So this deck is a great way to ask for their help and get clarity on what it is that you need help with. All right. Next, this deck here actually predicted my sister going into child labor. A few of my clients I predicted having COVID with this deck. I've had clients tell me that I have set them on their life purpose or path using this deck. It's just a phenomenal deck. This is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. It's purple, it's pretty, it's psychic, okay? This deck is in sync. Look at that. It's so in sync with my intuition and the intuition of my clients. I love the imagery. I love the colors. I went on this kick, guys, where I wanted all pretty oracle decks. Okay, I only wanted pretty oracle decks, and I only wanted pastel oracle decks. If you can't see the theme, I love. This is my vibe. Okay, so this is my signature color. I only wanted oracle decks that kind of matched that. So when I was giving readings, it just matched my aura and my Venezuelan beauty, and this made the cut, honey. And thank God that I got this, because it's really a tough deck. It's helped me build my spiritual strength and really be in tune, and I mean like clockwork, in tune with like my clients, myself, my purpose, healing. Even though this is just a self-care deck, it goes beyond that. It really helps you to see how important self-care is to your spiritual journey, you know, and to even being tapped in with divine. So shout out to Jill Powell for creating this deck. You did a phenomenal job, babe. Okay, next is the Angels of Abundance Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. Okay, so don't let this deck fool you. It's simple, but it's powerful. This deck helped me to get this apartment. It helped me to see beyond the veil in so many circumstances. But most importantly, it keeps it real, it keeps it honest, and it's a no fluff deck. It's super easy to read. The guidebook is literally on the cards, which I love. And you don't have to take each meaning literal, but you can like look at the image and the writing and the story that's being told. And it's just so cute. But very, very, very accurate. Very accurate deck. Hi, baby. I will link all of where you can get them below in the description, so don't worry. I personally love to go shop for my oracle decks in person. I need to touch it, feel it. I need to sense the energy around the deck when I purchase it. I have bought some of my oracle decks from Amazon. Wouldn't recommend, mainly because sometimes people will open an oracle deck and return it. Do not buy an oracle deck that has been opened. And I personally don't recommend returning an oracle deck that you've already opened. Something about the energy is just bad juju. Don't do that. Don't touch someone else's oracle cards either. It's just not a good look. Okay. The one time I did, it was a bad look. Okay. So I wouldn't recommend that. Just when you're getting these decks, it comes with real strong responsibility, high ethics and morals, and you just can't open an oracle deck without knowing these things, because there's a lot of energy around the spiritual world, okay, both good and bad. Everything has duality. So know these things before you go purchase these things, okay? All right, next, this oracle deck got me out of poverty. Got me out of poverty mindset. It got me out of homelessness. It got me out of negative thinking, okay? It got me into saving. It got me into abundance, okay? And anyone who knows abundance mindset knows this woman and this man. This deck right here. Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks. Okay, this is called the Money and the Law of Attraction cards. Now, these are not necessarily oracle decks, but they are, baby, powerful, powerful resources to transform your mind and help you grow in abundance in the way that you think and how you channel. Okay, each card has on the back its description. It has its imagery, and it has a number at the top. So you can use numerology, you can use imagery and symbolism, you can use colors, and you can use what the overall message that they're trying to get you to understand, okay? So I love, love, love. I love, look at this card, guys. You can make a career out of being happy. You can make a career of living happily ever after. Love that, right? None of us ever recognize that our purpose can be just happiness, just to be happy. We don't have to have some crazy, fancy, ridiculous job. That's the message for somebody. All right, so anywho, this deck is so powerful, so interesting, so unique. I love the colors, the imagery, and what I used to do when I was struggling financially was I would pull a card every single day. For a time period where I wanted to see something change in my finances. And it only shifted because of my mind. Okay? It only shifted because of my mind and my thinking. If I had walked away from this deck, I feel like I would have shifted back to my old vibrational frequency. Yes, I would have shifted back to my old vibrational frequency, and it would have been a harder transition for me personally, because I was fighting against my old self, and my old self didn't believe that I deserved a savings, my bills paid, my hair did, my nails done, fresh clothes, a stocked fridge. Like, these were things that I had to train my mind to relearn, and it came through shifting my frequency, and these cards help to do that. So very powerful cards, highly recommend. All right, guys, we're getting down to our last two. What you gonna do when you got the last two? Make sure you guys are subscribed and you're joining the tribe, because we are a vibe here, and you don't want to miss the next live. You don't want to miss the next live, baby. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be transformative. And it's going to be only here. Okay? So make sure you don't miss that. So subscribe and sign up for notifications. All right. Now let's get into our last two. This oracle deck was gifted to me. All right. For my birthday. I'm really spoiled, guys. And I love it. So if you love me, give me an oracle deck. Okay? Actually, give me a spa day. Okay, at Mother's Den in Los Angeles. I would love that. Thanks. Love that. Okay, this here is called When My Soul Whispered. It is the oracle deck by Melissa Selvaggio, and the artwork is by Jess O'Connor. This deck is cutthroat. Period. Okay, these last two decks are advanced reader level. You need to really be tapped into your intuition. It's not going to give you a lot of direction in this deck. It's a very small guidebook with like maybe 4 or 5 sentences. So you have to be tapped into your spirit team and your guides to understand and channel with this deck. It uses imagery like animals and symbolism and watercolors. It's very unique. I love avant-garde, unique decks. Decks that you can't really find anywhere and that are one of a kind, because that's me. Hello. So, look at that. Hello, peacock. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just stands out. Decks that stand out, that are beautiful, that are unique, and like attention getting. And this one is so phenomenal. I do chakra healing when I am doing some of my readings. And Personally, I love that this deck uses colors from the chakra system to help channel and give better and deeper insight. So we have the chakras, we have different symbols in the cards, and we have words, right? So love this deck. It is modeled after like the bee. It's a very motivating deck to get you up off your feet and in your purpose. Of course, you know how Bob the Healer likes it. We have our etch on the side of each deck. Now, personally, I used to do this to my own tarot cards, and they spoke to me and said, girl, no. So you can't really see it on this because they're gold, but it's gold, y'all, and it's bomb. I love these cards because I can take them to go. I enjoy doing my pre-recorded readings for my clients all over the world. I like to be able to just pack my healer's bag, grab my phone and record it and send it to my clients on the go, because I like quick turnaround. You know, I don't like my clients waiting for an oracle reading. Once you book your reading, I want you to be able to have your reading on the spot, but at least within 2 to 3 days, so that you can sit there, grab you a tea, baby, sit back, relax, and get a very luxurious, transformative message, right? That's the experience we want here at Bob Healer. We don't want the same experience like the tarot readers on YouTube. That's not luxurious, it's fast, it's quick, it's generic. Honey, I'm here to really channel and really tap in and help you transform your life, no matter what the question may be, big or small. Okay, and so your girl's gotta have a travel deck, because I gotta be on the go. Okay, I'm a Mars and Gemini, I gotta be on the go. And I love channeling in places that are artistic, that have art, that are beautiful. So you might see me at a local LA gallery or a museum doing a reading outside, having a little picnic or a little BBQ, a little rose garden, a little waterfall by the beach. Yes, because I also love to give my clients an ambiance. Like, I want you to have a whole healing experience, and it's all visual. So if that means I gotta go to the beach, I'll just make the sacrifice, babe. Told you guys I love it. So I'll do some of my readings on the go, and that's a great deck to take because it's lightweight, and I can just grab my healer bag or take my cute little duffel, my little Marc Jacobs duffel. Actually, let me go get that. Okay, so we got our Marc Jacobs duffel, darling. And so as you can see, I already have another deck, which is going to lead me to the last deck. But I keep a few things in my purse. Let's see what's in here. Always got to have a cute little Hello Kitty pen. A Kuromi to be specific. I've got a cute little mirror in here. Some fragrance. I love these guys. They're so bomb. They're cute little atomizers, whatever you call them. And ooh, that smells bomb. You can just use whatever fragrance you have, and you see at the bottom, and you take off the top, and you just pump it, and put the fragrance in there, and you can have it like on the go forever. And it's like your little cute travel fragrance. So yes, I'll have my cute little travel fragrance with my travel deck, but I always have a deck in my bag, so if you ever catch me, I'm always ready for a reading. Okay, catch that, darling. So now let's get into the last deck. Are you guys excited? Are you ready? Baby, this deck does not come to play. This deck is ahead of all of the other girls, okay? If you're someone who is ready to take it up a notch and really transform your shadow energy and stop lying to yourself, this is the Oracle deck. A lot of people pick up Oracle cards, but they're not ready for the truth, okay? That's another reason why I don't do as many personal readings on myself, because, baby, I'm good. I already know. And what I do know is that most of the time you really don't want to know. Most of the time, you just need to enjoy life, okay? Most of the time, that is life. Life is just enjoying the mystery. And when you are stuck in answering 1,000 million questions with these decks, you miss life. So, brings me to the last deck. This is the Unknown Archetypes deck. Okay, this is by Krans. It is a phenomenal deck. It will take you through a transformative experience. From the moment you open it to the moment you close it, you will never forget it. It is going to reveal all your shadow energy and the things that you need to clean up house. Clean out that closet, darling. Okay, clean it out. Clean it up. And if you think you was going to hide the truth, baby, it's going to shine a light on it. So be prepared and be ready. I love this deck. It's took me a minute to say that. Because when I tell you, it channeled some of my darkest secrets and my shadow energy, and I needed to get rid of that because now I live in light. Now I live in my truth, and I don't have to hide anything anymore. And it allows me to see so much deeper into people who are hiding their truth, people who are lying. I can spot liars in my sleep, in my dreams, honey. Okay, and this deck helps you really intuitively like see through people and understand their motives and understand yourself, because you are a mirror for people. And most of the time, people lie in the same way, anyways. So we are all lying to ourselves until we're not. And this deck helps you to see that, and it helps you to hear that and know that. So much that I love this deck that I ended up with a mini version. And that one I keep in my healer bag. It's my go-to, and it's the pocket size. Look how cute this is, guys. And they're shaped like little diamonds. Oh, look at that. Oh, I remember my last reading that I just did with this deck. That's wild. I did not clear the energy out. I can feel it. Okay, look at the little pocket deck. Oh, so freaking cute. I cannot, guys. Like, look at that. Look at that. Creator, make sure you're following. So this deck is adorable. Look at that. Cute. And it comes in a cute little tin can, so you can take that with you on the go. And believe it or not, you can actually read that. It's small, but you can read it. What is this? The Maiden. Ooh. Hey now, say now. All right. So guys, I'll show you the big version too. This is the Mama Bear. Look at that. Yo, shout out to the Hood Healer because she put me onto this deck for sure. This, look at this. Bomb, okay? This deck is so powerful. And I love the imagery. I love that it is unique with the circles. It's like a portal to a whole other world. It makes me want to shuffle. It shuffles beautifully. Maybe we should pull a card for the collective. No. Just subscribe. Okay, subscribe. All right, thank you guys so much for rocking with me. It's your girl Bob the Healer, as you know me. We got some very exciting things coming, okay? And I'm really, really, really excited to share that with you guys, but I can't right now. So once I do, I'll let you know. But subscribe and sign up for notifications if you're new here so that you don't miss a beat, okay? Because you don't want to miss all of this. All right. God bless, guys, and have a great, great day.